Brewery travelers, welcome back.
Hey, we've been doing some good traveling here recently. Our football sessions have really moved us around a lot.
Well, they have, and I think that was one of the A, things that we were looking for, and B, hopefully one of the benefits we're bringing the viewers.
I hope it is too, yes.
So, let's go to South Carolina one more time.
Go to South Carolina. Well, I tell you what, I think what we ought to do is head toward the middle of South Carolina, down toward Georgia.
Ooh, you're talking about low country, South Carolina.
Low country.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. All right. In keeping with the football theme, let's go to Clemson.
I think Clemson's a great idea. Clemson's a great idea. God, we used to go to Clemson, Virginia football games all the time in Clemson.
Well, I got to tell you, growing up in Texas, Clemson was a school that was far, far away. I've never seen it. Didn't even know it was the name of the town until a couple years ago.
Okay.
But let's go.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think we should go, and I'm already commented. We've been to a number of games there. It's one of the friendliest universities as an away visitor as I've ever been to. It really is. I love Clemson.
Well, Mike, I got to tell you, it's a beautiful place.
It is.
And they have a couple breweries around there.
Do they?
They do.
Wow, that must have happened since I was there.
Well, let me tell you, Mike, this brewery opened about a year ago.
Okay.
And I don't get that excited over new breweries that often because we've been to so many.
Sure.
But there are a few that just kind of grabbed it.
And which one are you talking about?
Oh, man. Kite Hill.
Kite Hill, all right.
Kite Hill Brewing. Clemson, South Carolina. Let me tell you, it is a planned area. The area originally, it may still be, owned by the university. And they have a planned, diverse community there where they have retail, they have professional, and they have housing.
Oh, okay.
And it is just beautiful. And Kite Hill is in that area.
Very good, very good. I understand they have some fairly interesting types of names for their beers.
Well, they do. They're, as you can imagine, they were started by some real Clemson fans.
Really?
And they're football. They're focused on football.
Hey, I tell you what, with names like Signal Lost Sports Beer, hey, it's got to be a big football place.
I'm going to go a little bit out of order, Mike, and let me just say that Signal Lost, that Schwartz beer, it was so good.
Really?
We couldn't stop. So, guys, we got a crowler of that Signal Lost Schwartz beer to go home with us.
Okay.
Is that good?
That's great. That's great.
I got to tell you, this brewery just grabbed me, Mike. It's a beautiful setting. It has, if you could think of a block in a town, it's 2 blocks, and 1 block is the building, the brewery, the tap room, upstairs, offices, and then next door is their garden, their open space. Okay. And because of the summer and the heat and the direct sunlight, they had most of it covered. And they had a nice, beautiful grass area. Okay. Which again is something we're seeing. People having grass areas for dogs, for kids, just to go play.
Very good.
And
very good.
Anyway, this is a neat brewery.
I tell you what, anybody that ever goes to Clemson, they don't have to hunt for Clemson.
No.
And the reason they don't have to hunt for Clemson is you got paws on all the roads going in there. And one of the beers they have is Road Paw.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
They have a couple others named after. Matter of fact, they have the Opening Kickoff.
There you go.
There you go. They have a light lager called Opening Kickoff. Good low ABV beer to get the game started.
I wonder what they do during basketball season.
Maybe they have a tip-off seasonal.
Tip-off? That would be good. That would be good. That would be good.
I got to tell you guys, this is a fabulous brewery. The beer, I had like 3 or 4 different types of beer. Everything from a cold filtered IPA up to a beer called the Adjunct Professor, which was an Imperial Stout. Donuts and coffee Imperial Stout. Wow.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Sounds great.
They have food options there. They have what we did that day is we were there with another couple. Okay. Tom and Leslie from Lake Hartwell, and we ordered a sandwich, split it 4 ways, and got a charcuterie board. Oh, Mike.
It sounds good. Sounds good.
The snacks and the beer. Now, the one other thing I want to add, and I hope we have a good picture of Kimi, because we had another one of the bartenders that we've run into every now and then that are just so special, they make your visit fun. Mm-hmm. And Kimi was there, and gosh, we liked her a ton.
Very good.
Now, another thing Kimi did, we said, hey, where do you go from here? And she pointed us to another brewery that her roommate works at.
Okay.
So off we went.
Very good. Which one was that?
It's called Kiwi Brewing.
All right.
It's in a neighboring town called Seneca, South Carolina.
Okay.
And Kiwi was only 5 miles from campus, not from the other brewery, but from campus. It's very close. It's a neighboring town, and you know, if Kai Hill got too stacked up for a game, I'd go to.
So I was going to say, so if we're going to a Clemson game, we got two places that are really good that are close by.
Oh, that's exactly right.
Okay.
And both decked out in Clemson stuff too.
Okay.
By the way, just in case our viewers want to see here, I've got the Tiger Paw, which is Clemson related, but this is a Kai Hill Brewing shirt. Again, I was really taken by those guys. And now we're talking about Seneca. We're talking about Kiwi.
Right.
And Kiwi looks like an old house.
Okay.
And you walk in on the main floor, and it's a huge tap room.
Okay.
Lots and lots of tables. Although they don't sell food, they have lots of tables. Organized seating was.
Did they have good outside seating?
They did, but you know what? It was downstairs because it's on a hill, and you go downstairs to another street level place in the back, and it was all covered.
All right.
So there was plenty of outside seating, and it was covered. And while out back that day, they were having a little girl's birthday party.
Okay, we seem to keep hitting birthday parties.
We do, but I tell you what it tells me is not only are birthday parties, but it's telling me that these places are family oriented.
That's right.
Because they're bringing their kids. A bunch of couples brought their kids. They had a big party, and the adults were having a blast.
Well, one of the things that I think that everybody needs to fully understand, if they don't go to breweries very often breweries are some of the best places you can go to eat.
They are. They really are. Now, Kiwi didn't serve food, but that you can certainly bring food in. And actually, they even let you know that up front. You can order locally or...
And as a matter of fact, most of the breweries that don't have food allow you to bring food in. So food is usually not a problem anywhere you go.
No, absolutely the case. So we had several beers here.
Okay.
We enjoyed them.
Very good.
And this was an entirely fun day.
I assume this is a great place for parking also.
Oh, parking was not a problem with either of these breweries. I'm sorry I forgot to mention that, but no, parking, no issue at all.
How far away from the interstate are these two breweries?
I don't think they're very far at all, Mike.
Okay.
Now, they're not just off of 95, but they're off the loop.
Gotcha.
85, no, Interstate 85, Mike.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
My 95 bent is bias is running through my conversation, but it was off of Interstate 85.
Okay.
It wasn't very far.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
So anyway, it's a neat place to go. We need to go back.
Definitely going to do that. Hey, going to Clemson's fun. I'm serious. Every time I've been there, and we've probably been there 4 or 5 times.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. back when Clemson beat Virginia a lot.
Speaking of football, we have some more football notes, don't we?
We have some more football to do. This is when we're identifying 6 cities and 3 games for next week. Week number 7.
That's right. Why don't you get us kicked off?
Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to do something different. We didn't want this to be just about Power 5 schools. And so we decided to do the Georgia Southern game against JMU.
Yeah, James Madison's coming down playing Georgia Southern. And for those of you who may not be familiar with Georgia Southern, they were in what used to be called 1AA. Now it's called FCS category football. And they've been a powerhouse nationally for many years at that level.
And that means potential breweries will be from Statesville, Georgia, or Harrisonburg, Virginia.
That's right. One of those, Harrisonburg, Statesboro, we're going to be there.
Now, I'll tell you what, our next choice is going to involve some states that we've really done a lot of traveling in. Wisconsin and Michigan. That's right.
I got to tell you, Wisconsin's playing Michigan State, and East Lansing, Madison. I got to tell you, We've been both.
We've been to both of them. Yes, we have. There are lots of great breweries in both of those states.
Matter of fact, I'm especially looking forward to going back to Wisconsin.
I know you do. You like family.
That was fun.
Yes, it was.
And then our third game.
Our third game is going to be the Virginia Tech Miami game.
Yes, Blacksburg, Miami.
Blacksburg and Miami.
And, I don't know. Miami's been in a state of transition for a while. I don't know if they're good yet or not.
I don't know. No, we missed something, though. We failed to identify the cities for Wisconsin and Michigan State. Wisconsin's in Madison.
Yes.
Madison, Wisconsin, and Michigan State's Ann Arbor. No, it's not. It's East Lansing. East Lansing.
Michigan.
Yeah.
And all Wolverines will be throwing stuff at their TV.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We've spent a lot of time in East Lansing, too. That's a cool place.
Well, anyway, we're going to be at one of those 6 and going to breweries in one of those 6 towns when we see you next.
That's right.
All right, Mike, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get busy.
Let's go.
Let's go.